From the gun, Winston. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They run with Breida. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid game.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ready? Blue ready.
Jameis now on first down. And Boyd has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Ready? Blue ready. Quick.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Jameis on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
Hey, let's get it work. Easy.
First down, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Dodd in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ready. Blue, ready. Green, triple C.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, base, hey. Bravo, okay?
Third and long for Winston. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Kevin Dodd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
21.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, all the way to play good defense.
He dumps off to Morris. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And Gold is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So out come the Bucs now. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Dancing to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Second down, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Easy. Sub. Let's go. Hey.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. So we've hit halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Easy. Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, Triple C.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play fake. Winston. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down throw for Winston. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kevin Dodd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jameis to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Play action now, Winston. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the gun, Winston. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Winston. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Kevin Dodd. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now Winston. And he's going to go down again. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
The give is to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. 48,
A give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got room to run past the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Garoppolo throwing on second. Over the middle to Garcon. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vinny Curry in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. To throw is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 41 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. This is Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold now out to kick it away. Jackson now to return. Oh, spinning away. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to wind up and got his man complete. Past the 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, 76 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Pierre Garçon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Jackson now to return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hurry up. One, Omaha.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And remember here, no timeouts.
And this may be a case of too little, too late, unless they throw one towards the end zone and get a Hail Mary.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Garoppolo the throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. Here's Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. What can Garoppolo do now with his drive? Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. He can't bring him down, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there in overtime, and even 50 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, 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 hey. Bravo, 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 okay? Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Buccaneers, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.